It takes money to run a business, but it doesn't have to take more money than you can afford. I'm Amy Walker, and in today's CEO Spot video, we are talking about how to cut costs in business. So if you want to see that expense column go down and the profits go up, here's 4 areas that you can probably cut some costs. Alright friends, we all know it takes money to run your company, but we also want to be really wise about our expenses. And there are some areas that I see business owners frequently overspending. So I'm going to share with you my 5. Go check in on your budget and see if you can save yourself some money. Number 1 is software and services. So what I find that we do is we purchase a software or a program. A lot of it is SaaS right now, so it's not like we buy this one-time hard cost for our software. We pay just only 30 bucks a month for this and only 190 for this, and this one's only 50 bucks a month. And what we do is we tend to go feature shopping. So we have a feature that we like over here and we have a feature that we like over there, but in reality, those 2 programs do the majority of the same stuff, and there's just this little bit on the end that's different. We got to get rid of those. We got to cut those out and streamline. You may not have every single feature that you would love to have, but we want to really fully utilize our programs. I am an Infusionsoft user. I have been for several years, and it's amazing to me how much people have that program and they only use 20% of it or 30% of it, and then they have another program and they have another program. I'm like, why are you using ClickFunnels and Infusionsoft? Why are you using this program with this program? Why don't you just do it all over here? And they don't even realize that they're overspending and they're underutilizing the services that they are paying for. So that's my first area to look at, is your subscriptions for your services and your softwares, and find out, do a comparison of like features, find out what you really need. All right, my second area that I see people overspending on is marketing, but there's a big asterisk on this one, okay? I actually am a believer in spending on marketing. What I'm not a believer in is spending on marketing without a conversion plan in place, and this happens all the time. People just throw money out there and they hope that it turns into sales, but they have not gone through and figured out, what are the marketing materials that I need? What is my visibility strategy? How am I going to capture the leads? How will I nurture the leads, get them ready for conversion? And how am I going to bring them into a sales conversation, a sales experience? So without those things, guess what? Your marketing is going to be, maybe it will, maybe it won't. We don't really know. So what I want you to do is I want you to be strategic. Don't spend another dollar on marketing without having gone through and mapped out how to make that marketing campaign work, because I promise you, without that in place, all the marketing dollars, they're mostly wasted. I mean, not 100% wasted, but mostly wasted. So let's cut that cost out and be utilizing the marketing dollars, but in a way that's going to bring us sales. Okay, number 3 is your taxes. It's important that you have regular meetings with your accountant to talk through your tax strategy. It's not real helpful at the end of the year for your accountant to say things like, well, you could have put some money in an IRA this year and that would have saved you money on your taxes. Or, you know, we probably should have had you paying your kids to do some work in your business because that would have been a good tax incentive. It's too late. So meet with your accountant, have those conversations to talk through, here's our projected earnings this year. What are the tax deductions that we can take that we need to know about now so we can be setting those things in place? So number 3, meet with your accountant. My 4th tip for you is your payroll. Now, I am a fan of hiring, so I'm not saying if you can do it yourself, you should, because I do not think that you should be cleaning the toilets. I do not think that you should be doing data entry. There's a lot of things I don't think you should be doing in your business that I think you should be hiring out. However, I do think people overspend sometimes in payroll by hiring the middle. So when I look at, the top tier of talent and I look at the entry-level talent, a lot of businesses think, well, I can't afford this, but I know this entry-level person is not going to be able to do the gig, so I'm just going to hire somewhere in the middle. And what they do is they put that person on 20 hours a week, or they put them on 40 hours a week, when in reality, the work that they needed maybe 5 hours in the top tier, they needed maybe 10 hours in the lower tier, and maybe they only needed 5 hours in the middle tier. Well, with our new gig economy, you can hire in each one of those tiers. So don't just hire in the middle. Be really strategic with your hiring to figure out exactly how many hours of the tasks that you need done can be done by each different talent level. In fact, there are 4 talent levels and 4 different pay grades, and I'll make another video about that at another time. All right, number 5, this just should be like everybody's money-saving mantra. Stop having wasted stuff. Stop buying something, making too many copies, and then those copies just get wasted or thrown away. I used to do that. I would print a bunch of workbooks, and then I would think, oh, I'll use these for my next event, but then before the next event, I wanted to make some changes, and so I'd end up throwing away 15 workbooks. Well, those workbooks each cost money. So pay attention to the waste. Be frugal, reutilize things. Even things like making YouTube videos, there's this tendency to feel like I need to wear something different every time because I don't want them to see that I just wore that one last time. Reuse stuff. It doesn't really matter. You don't need to always have the most cutting edge. You don't always need to buy the next thing that you think you need to have. Sometimes you just need to pause and say, how can I get this done with what I have, and how can I be less wasteful in my business? But gosh, the landfills are full of just waste. So let's not contribute to it with our business. Let's be really judicious, and whatever we need to do, look at it first and say, how can I get that done with what I have on hand? And then if you can't, that's where you go and you invest in getting some new thing. New supplies, new technology, new whatever. But let's be really careful about our waste. So there you have it, 5 strategies on how to create less. So there you have it, 5 strategies on how to cut costs in your business. All right, I would love to hear your comments. Go ahead and give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment, let us know how you're doing in your business. Maybe some cost-cutting places that you see could be useful for the community. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't done it yet, come join us in our private Facebook community. Also, if you need some resources for your business, check in the description for this video because we've got some time management tools and also some strategies for your marketing that are free, just resources for you to be able to help you grow your business. Thanks, everyone.